My Animal Crossing Pocket Camp ID is 284850100013.
All right, everyone, if you're still playing this in January, go at them.
Probably not. By that time, I probably would have quit and started shouting at Nintendo to actually make an Animal Crossing game for once. For the fucking Switch.
What are you talking about? This is an Animal Crossing
No, fuck
game.
off. This is a shitty mobile game. Mobile games don't count ever.
I'm actually debating on buying this One Piece game or not. It's on
The
sale
answer
right
is
now
no.
for like $15.
Unless it's the Shippuden game, it's not even worth looking at. Or whatever they fucking.
I just sent the ID. I just sent my ID in the chat.
Oh, you playing this game, too?
Yeah, just check my ID.
I swear, this is a goddamn meme.
I hope it comes in.
Trust me. Would I lie?
Yes.
Okay, I'm
My
sorry.
God.
That
You would
does,
lie.
okay, I'm sorry. That does not sound like a black guy.
We'll be revealing the winners of the most prestigious awards in movie making. So without further delay, let's move on to our...
I'm a fucking idiot.
Has anyone seen my code yet?
Yes. I hate
It's
I was actually gonna go in and add you.
It's a meme.
That's freaking-tastic. I'll tell you what.
What?
So is anyone getting anything for themselves for Christmas?
Bro,
Yeah, I'm getting myself a
getting
big
myself
booty
a
hoe.
fucking job.
You're getting yourself what? What?
A
I'm
job.
getting
A
myself.
job.
I'm getting myself a big booty hoe.
In all
Oh, you're gonna call you big booty, huh?
In all seriousness, I am getting myself a subscribe to Dolan Dark t-shirt.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, no, that's why I said okay instead of just called you names.
It's a wrap.
It's quarter past the hour, and if I don't get Google done in 1 minute, I'm gonna explode all over the inside of your radio.
It's a wrap.
You go to rehab. Well, I find a director who isn't into the bottle. Alright, I need to find
Okay,
it.
if he's sniffing cocaine, is that still okay?
Yeah, cocaine's totally fine. Who doesn't do cocaine?
Got it.
Newsflash, a tiny, easy-to-win war has broken out between our troops and the north of a small East Asian country.
Hey, Cameron.
Hey Jake.
You ever seen the Justice League action short of Mark Hamill getting captured by Mark Hamill?
That is the
Yeah, that
That
was
is
that was
amazing.
single-handedly the most wholesome thing I think I've ever seen.
You forgot he's a talented voice actor. What's a voice actor?
Amazing.
I watched it like about.
It's a wrap.
I love the show. The show's actually really good.
Have you guys ever noticed that the live action DC movies suck and the animated DC movies end up being really good, and then it's the complete opposite when it comes to Marvel?
Yeah,
yeah.
people have been saying that for years. Don't act like you invented it.
I know, it's just that I don't know if we've ever said it on this channel or not.
Cut it. It's a wrap.
I love it when it just claps. I'm just like, but I didn't do anything. This game is dumb.
You're dumb.
You didn't pronounce Dumbo right. You're dumb.
Yeah, so I mentioned the show we're gonna put on at the Orlando Renaissance Fair, right?
Yes.
What? The show you're gonna do what with?
I am performing
cut
a
out for me.
show with an acting troupe who specializes in stage combat at the Orlando Renaissance Fair. And what's it
Nice.
called? I was suddenly promoted to the costumer's assistant about a month back,
Oh,
and basically
congrats.
I told her that I was gonna make the Sheriff of Nottingham's crest. Well, I'm creating our own version of it anyways, for the show to put on the Sheriff's Guard's tabard.
I am
And
still
yeah.
surprised that you are not constantly cast as the anti-hero, because
Anti-hero? I mean, to be fair, I'm playing a paranoid, pessimist sheriff's guard, and my weapon of choice is a 6-pound Labras axe.
oh my god, somebody finally figured out your character.
Pretty much.
Like, even on Twitter, I'm like, I saw your character in Animal Crossing, and I'm like, this is bullshit. Everyone knows you never smile.
Yeah, no, like I tried to pick the sleepiest, dreariest eyes I could. And I gave him a fisherman's cap because fuck you.
You know, he likes to go fishing. Why not?
They call it an explorer's cap. It looks
A
like
day to forget.
A day for. Well, then what's the day?
Action!
I still think the title "I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream" is probably one of my favorite titles.
Dude, it's amazing. You know, the author of that story was actually worked on the game.
That makes sense. Although I don't know. It's kind of weird because I think it works better in a video game format. I don't really appreciate the short story itself too much.
I don't know, I've read the short story itself, like,
Like the only thing about the game that doesn't work is the dated tech at the time just makes all of it convey weird. Like I bet if we remade it with modern tech, it would come off a lot better and a lot more emotional.
It's a wrap.
What do you think?
I think you're right on that one.
Yeah.
I think
It's like-
Radmir
it's
is
like-
always right,
Yeah,
except for the
thank you.
part when he's wrong.
Thank you. But yeah, long story short, don't get me wrong, I appreciate the short story. It's pretty decent, but like I think it just works better in a longer format.
Oh,
That wasn't.
Oh
that
my
wasn't
God.
an orgasm. That was I'm being picked up by the hand of God scream.
Oh,
you know what? I love Pocket Gods. I don't know if you remember that mobile game or
Oh
not.
my God,
jeez, I used to
I loved
have
it
that
for all
shit.
of like an hour.
Yeah, it's fun for all of a day.
I wanted to get all the achievements, so I got
Please.
all the achievements.
You ain't a real nibba until you play fucking Temple Run. That was the game.
You mean the running simulator of the original running simulator?
It's the Dark Souls of running simulators.
Okay, at the very on my Steam account, I have 100% I've gotten all the achievements on exactly 3 games. The 2 Zero Escape games that were released for the PC and a Happy
And
Time.
Depression Quest.
I didn't even touch Depression Quest. That is a train wreck.
Anyone.
That is a train wreck. Anyone who says it relates to their depression clearly has no idea how anything works.
Walking Simulator 2007.
Can we discuss how...
Not even. You don't even get to walk. It's a fucking multiple choice quiz that takes answers away from you. Maybe it is truly the epitome of depression because you play that game. It's not a game, but people call it a game, and you get really depressed because people are wrong.
Sounds like a game to me. I don't know, boss. Sounds like a game to me.
Is this game? I have seen game, and this is not game.
Walks like a duck, quacks like a duck. Obviously, it's a turkey.
And then you just like, and then you find like a zipper in the back, and turns out it is a turkey.
I don't know. One of my favorite things about Depression Quest, it has nothing to do with the game at all. It's the fact that people with depression actually called Zoe Quinn out on her bullshit
Yeah.
by saying, "This is not how depressed people act. You are sick."
You are mentally challenged. Go get help.
And then, like, when Robin Williams died and she tried to use that as a way to promote the game, everyone's like, "No,
Oh,
fuck you."
dude.
How dare you? You don't ever touch Robin Williams' death. Ever.
Yeah, this was like right after he died too. So
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's not been 22.1 years. You can't make fun of it yet.
Yeah, no, remember when Anita Sarkeesian did the same thing for everything? Every time someone died. She and Johnny McIntosh.
oh my god.
They,
Welcome to the multi-part series about tropes versus women in video games.
Oh, you know what? The only reason why I've never made videos on the only reason why I've never made videos on Anita Sarkeesian is because anything I could possibly say has already been said by like 5 other people.
Yeah, because she's a straight up
500 of other people.
And that's why I have basically this is gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
on this is
Did
gonna
we
be on
know-
this is gonna be on a recording, so I can actually refer to this. I am not going to be doing anything on Anita Sarkeesian unless she comes after me first.
That's fair, and I don't think
It
that's ever
really
gonna
isn't worth it. It's
Exactly,
not worth it.
Exactly. Like, I'd rather have her fade into obscurity than give her any more attention.
happen. Exactly.
Although if she
No,
does,
but
if she
do we
does come after us, it's fucking on. Like, no mercy, full cannons. We're gonna give you the Chris Chan treatment.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, speaking of which,
Please come after us.
do
though.
we know why Mick and Josh and Anita broke up?
I have no. oh my god.
He got
he's a
so
man?
pissed. No, he got so pissed
John.
when people called him Josh McIntosh.
Josh McGosh.
Josh McGosh.
And like
I
ever
don't,
since,
I don't even know who
Josh
Josh
McIntosh
is. I don't even know who that is.
Oh, you know that he's the cuck who actually wrote Tropes versus Women. Like, Anita's just like the talking head on the screen.
dude, like,
She
If it
can't
wasn't
even
for the-
write her own shit.
yeah, no, she hired on 2
He's
other
actually the
women
one who
writers.
came up with that phrase, like in the game of patriarchy, women are not the opponent, they're the ball. He was the one who wrote that.
Yeah.
Damn. Rip.
But yeah, he's doing his own channel now.
How bad is it?
They're both doing their own channels. They both faded into obscurity.
Oh,
Like, the fact that they make any Patreon money is amazing.
I'll say this much. Josh is pretty much what I expected. He complained about the misogyny of Big Bang Theory, and he praised Steven Universe. And I only know these because somehow his videos have popped up in my recommended videos.
I think the best thing about Steven Universe, I don't watch Steven Universe, but I think the funniest thing was when people literally went on Tumblr and reskinned them, and then
I
Tumblr
love
had a
that.
Oh my
fucking
god! Oh my god!
meltdown.
Okay.
That was the best.
Meltdown. Oh my god.
Look, I'm not that big of a Steven Universe fan. I like it when they actually talk about like the crystals and shit. But
I
It
don't.
was one of
That
the-
lore is boring as fuck.
wait, when Steven
Nope.
went actually to
This-
the main
fans
planet
of
itself?
the fans of Steven Universe don't watch it for the plot. They watch it because my women's and my diversity.
Can we point out that Steven Universe has actual rape?
It does,
Yeah.
actually.
And it's early on in the show too.
Yeah, and it gets away with it.
Can we talk about the fact that Rebecca Sugar has actually drawn porn of Ed, Ed, and Eddie?
That is.
I loved that show as a kid.
No,
too,
like
so-
Ed, Ed, and Eddie, the show. She
I
drew
know.
like porn
I
of the
know.
characters fucking each other.
I know.
Well,
I remember seeing pictures Of the shipping between Double D and Kevin.
I don't know who that woman is you just spoke of.
Rebecca
She's the writer for Steven Universe.
No,
No, he knows what he knows.
She's
who
the creator of
she
Steven
doesn't want
Universe.
to-
Yeah, she's the creator. And
The creator of Steven Universe drew porn about Ed and Eddie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
but I'm pretty
Hell
sure
yeah.
she's the.
Hell-
No, fuck you.
No.
Pretty sure.
Like,
Pretty sure. She's Shadman's girlfriend.
No.
Pretty sure.
Oh.
Like, if I showed you
No,
a pic-
Shadman's not a cuck. Are you kidding me?
I mean, is she a cuck?
No,
she's
like,
a-
if I showed you a picture of, she looks like the
She looks like she will.
she looks like the
looks like she would
stereotype
cheat.
of Tumblr.
Yeah. No, she looks like
What's
she
her
would
name?
day one cheat on you and then call it polyamory.
What's her name?
Rebecca Sugar.
To be fair, I haven't seen her say anything particularly disgusting. It's really just the Ed and Eddie porn, but
God.
And the stuff related to Steven Universe. Some of that is
What the
particularly
fuck?
disgusting.
yeah.
What the fuck, bruh?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure she's the one who drew all the Double D Kevin shipping that people decided to post on my fucking timeline. And I hate people for it because I never want to see that. Especially since my name is Kevin, and it really weirds me out to see stuff like that.
Okay, so there's this.
Yeah, no, please. I'm
Okay,
pretty
so-
sure I just accidentally flooded my Twitter with porn of people named Kevin, but no.
They're really random when you look up your name and just porn.
I'm gonna make the best tweet of all time.
All right,
No,
so
please, no.
honestly, if you're a fan of Steven Universe, you're at least not the worst fan base on the internet.
Who are they competing with?
Ruby.
Was Ruby
The
number one?
Rooster Teeth show?
Yes.
Yes.
That fan base isn't that bad, is it?
Oh my God. So
Um,
there's this guy named Easy Peasy. Basically, he's one of the admins for Encyclopedia Dramatica, but he's been making YouTube videos lately. He made a video criticizing Steven Universe and his fan base. And surprisingly, they were totally, and nothing really happened. He did the same thing with Rick and Morty. Not too much happened. He does it with Ruby. Ruby fans got so butthurt they got it taken down.
It's a wrap.
Wow. I'm not surprised.
Because here's the thing. At least Rebecca Sugar's lover never killed her. At least Steven Universe has elements that you could possibly piece together in a good show. Ruby just fails on every level. It's terrible bad.
You know what? I'll agree because I remember I finished the
I
first
couldn't
season.
get through the first episode.
Miles Simon likes Ruby.
I don't like the
I
like
know
the
that.
animation.
Well, to be fair, Simon also got Mass Effect Andromeda at launch, and he planned to buy Battlefront 2. Like, Simon's the definition of a cuck.
Oh my god.
Planned to get Battlefront 2. He beat Battlefront 2.
Boy.
Oh, dude, can we talk about how people like? Okay, when Battlefront 2 was released and people were giving it shit and its ratings dropped through the floor, there was one woman who was brazen enough to say that people hated the game because of its South Asian female protagonist.
No!
I wasn't even
No.
aware that the game had a single-player
Well-
campaign until she pointed that out. No one buys that game for the fucking campaign. Are you kidding me?
What do you think is the least toxic fan base right now? It's the
JoJo.
least toxic.
Yeah, not JoJo. Not JoJo.
Not
You
JoJo.
ask him. You ask him about Jesus's body parts and how little sense that makes, and they will fly off the hand. Anyways, I think
Okay,
anything,
you want to know the least
anything
toxic
that has
fan
a
base?
very anything that has a very small and tight knit community. In my case, it would be Armored Core and Microsoft Allegiance.
Makes sense.
I would say Neon Cabaret, but that's only because we don't have a fan base.
I mean, we make it toxic just by existing.
Exactly.
That's yeah. Okay, what about Star vs. the Forces of Evil?
Their fan base isn't nearly as toxic as a lot of other shows, but they do have a huge.
Star is actually a good show. Like, I haven't seen anything.
I'm loving season 3 right now. I've been catching up. I binge watched it the other day.
Oh yeah. On the subject of Steven Universe, there's this guy named ER. If you want to type him into YouTube,
Oh my
it's
God.
capital
Actually,
E semicolon R. He has the best videos you will ever see on the subject of Steven Universe, and also Legend of Korra.
Wait.
I didn't know.
oh,
Now get this. I didn't know that a former All That member played Saga on
Yeah, no, and he was actually pretty good at it.
yeah.
he was pretty good at it. I was like, holy shit, that's Jack DeSena. No
Yeah.
way. That's a lie. That's actually him.
No, that I
He
recognize the
progressed
voice.
with
He's good.
Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
Oh
no,
my
that-
God. Like,
I think
here's the
especially because he was. Oh man, the whole thing surrounding Dan Schneider. Holy
Boy.
shit.
What happened with Dan Schneider?
Schneider.
He was outed as like there were a lot of accusations thrown at him about how he molested basically every underage girl who worked under him.
You know how the girls on his shows keep getting younger and younger?
Not really, because I don't watch any of his shows.
Well, good.
Yeah. No, and he also apparently has a foot fetish, which is why like 90% of his episodes have something to do with bare feet. Like if you watch it, like I remember when I watched iCarly, I was actually kind of creeped out with the amount of feet that were on screen. Several years later, I found out it's because Dan Schneider has a fucking foot fetish.
I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah, like there were some
It's,
episodes that just
also-
opened up on Carly and Sam's feet.
I remember that episode.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, whatever. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. I didn't really mind it, but I was kind of weirded out by it.
yeah. No, and now my fears have become tangible, and this is terrifying. And there's also even some conjecture about. You remember Jamie Lynn Spears, Britney Spears' little sister, who starred in Zoe 101?
How bad?
Sure.
You know how she left the show because she got pregnant because of her boyfriend.
Yes.
There are some conjecture that her child is actually Dan Schneider's.
What?
Fuck.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And there are some people who just let him get away with it, including the parents of the kids.
Well, it's just conjecture. It hasn't been proven.
I'm pretty sure he's going on trial for at least some of these accusations.
Well, holy hell.
Yeah, no, and even worse, there are even some talks between, like, there are people who say that they have it in with some of the stars of Nickelodeon, and they're saying that he actually, like, participates in kind of a pedophile ring where he whores out his child actors out to other producers and bigwigs. And I know this sounds, like, really outlandish.
Dude,
But-
with all the accusations that have been going around lately, that would probably be pretty vanilla.
Yeah, no, I think the worst part is, especially in
Hey,
Hollywood.
Oh my
where this
god!
stuff is
Like
apparently rampant.
you know who got outs recently?
Who?
John Lasseter.
Yep.
Why am I not surprised?